Oh, and then I just press the button again. Oh, seriously? Okay. And there we are, live streaming. After it told us that it couldn't be done. There we go. When you don't, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Well, I am.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me.
It does. Okay. Alrighty. So we are live streaming. What else does Penny tell me that I've forgotten? Haven't done the share screen yet. Chat. Hi, mystifying Mark. Mystifying Mark. Where do you get mystifying from? Marvelous Mark. Let's have a look. Is everything ready? Well, I think everything's done. Yeah. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, do we have the presentation ready?
The what? Yeah, we do. We have that sitting in the wings. That's it there. Go back to the first page. So all I've got to do is that one. This will be the last of our series, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
It's the suffering of change, which is the last.
Kiara. Eh? Oh. Is that a hello?
Yes. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Aura. Aura.
Yeah, kia ora. It's yeah, kia ora. But Andre, Hetariki, to everyone, Hetariki, this is definitely a Maori name. Yeah, it's a Maori name. Beautiful Maori name.
You should give me a Maori name.
Fitu.
Fitu. What does that mean?
Goodness knows. Oh,
Hey, what does that mean?
I don't know. Look it up.
Fitu.
Fitu. How do you spell Fitu?
There's
this test your Kiwi land. Kiwi speak.
Really?
Yeah. How do you say Fitu? How do you think? What do you think it starts with? An F?
H.
Huh? H. It's WH.
Oh,
WH.
WH.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. Okay, so again, you're going.
At least I got one letter
Oh,
right.
you did, absolutely. Now you're doing this height thing. Look how small I look.
I'm having my, what do you call that?
Bottom
Right.
cushion.
Cushion.
Yeah. Oh, I better make sure that my audio is audible. Not system settings, Zoom settings, and we go to audio.
Mangita from yesterday.
Now I can't automatically adjust my microphone volume because I'm doing original sound for musicians. And I do that because I want to have good quality sound.
Well, maybe because you're too loud, too gentle, and you should raise up your voice a little.
Well, oh, isn't that beautiful? Fitu means star. You're my star. Was a fitu with an E. And fitu, is that right? Fitu means 7. Fitu. I used
Seven. Seven is my lucky number. I have a 7
You've now got
in my number.
What have you got?
7 pieces of 7.
49.
No. It's just a way to calculate your life fortune.
Oh,
and yeah, 7 is my lucky number.
Oh, really?
I have a lot of 7.
7's a lucky number in European
Well,
culture.
the
I don't know why.
frequency, good luck, is also 777.
Oh.
Well, this number is included. So that's why I'm always lucky.
When she says included, it's in our new device. We've got a new device that's out, Halo, and it's got good luck a good
Yeah,
program.
Mystery Mark said, "Hello, magical John."
He's playing with words. Yeah, he's playing with words. Mystifying Mark. And thanks, Ellen, for giving feedback on the audio quality. Yeah. We upgraded our microphone and our microphone controller. So hopefully it's better. Yeah, 50 means star. Wow.
Well, how about 7? Fitu.
We can call you Fitu Fitu.
Fitu Fitu.
Mm.
Okay. 7 star. Wow.
7 stars. Yeah.
Hotel.
What's this? Hotel?
Yeah.
Where did what?
No, 7-star hotel.
Oh, 7-star hotel. All right. And Javi she's dialing in from Minneapolis in Minnesota in America.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a metropolis in America. Minneapolis is a major metropolis.
Is it okay to do that?
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, the people that are dialing in, they are friends. They know they're not being serial. Yeah, Minneapolis. We've not been there, have we? Or Minnesota.
No.
Minnesota. I was watching a series. Fargo. That's Minneapolis, isn't it? Fargo. That was set in Minneapolis. And if it is, then I know it's a place that gets a lot of snow in the winter. And from Great Falls. And mystifying Mark is saying scalar Spooky2 is more powerful than Aha Halo. Well, Spooky2 does the whole room, whereas our Halo is a personal
Creates a
device.
halo for a person.
Yeah. Washington State, America. It all happens in Washington.
Hello from Japan. We don't have many.
Really?
Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
Yeah, normally we don't have many visitors from
no.
Japan.
Wonder why. Is it the time zone?
Time zone. We don't have even time difference.
No, Japan is a time zone. Is it the same as Japan?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what
But probably not much.
time, because it's not far.
Mm.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. Well, maybe everyone's eating their breakfast at this time in Japan. You've got to ask the question. Hey, I've got to know which episode we are so I can do the introduction. Okay. Well, everybody, if we can just sit down for a moment. I see a few people still wandering around. Please take your seats and we will start this presentation, this online meditation, I should say. Okay, are we all comfortable? I think next time I'll get a cushion.
I can get a cushion for you.
Can you?
Oh.
Okay, well, sorry about that. It's just, now that she's gone, no, I've lost a bit of weight and my bottom isn't as comfortable as it used to be. When I sit back, it gets the chair. And yeah, I can feel it on my bone, on my back. I lost some weight for summer. Again, don't tell her. But yes, during summer, nothing's more embarrassing than going shirtless and having a keg instead of a 6-pack. So I lost a little bit of. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was just saying how wonderful you are. Yeah. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Move back. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I wonder if I can turn it around that way. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to the online meditation. It's wonderful to see you all here. So many smiley faces. Today we're going to discuss embracing life's challenges. Now, life is full of challenges. Challenges are everywhere, every day, every minute. There are challenges. And we're going to discuss how we should handle them, how we should think about them. Yeah. So without giving anything away, we'll start straight into this presentation. So here we go, and there, and share sound. I'm doing everything right. Oh, are we recording? Are we recording? No, we're not. Do we need to record? We don't.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's best to, right?
More. Oh, no, it is recording.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. So without any further ado, sorry for that, and we will share. I click twice. If it doesn't work once, hit it harder. So we go to the PowerPoint presentation. Online meditation with myself and beautiful Echo here. Embracing life's challenges and the suffering of change, part 3. We've discussed other kinds of suffering that everyone experiences. It's just called life. That is what we understand as life. And now we're going to talk about the suffering of change. Well, you must be asking yourselves, is there another type of suffering? And the suffering of change, it's one of the forms of suffering that we experience all the time. It's the suffering that we call happiness. But let's go into more detail. Just recapping our other types of suffering. Do you want to do some talking as well?
Yeah.
I don't want to hog the
Okay.
dialogue.
All pervasive suffering. Sentient beings are clouded by ignorance. From ignorance arises blind motions. From blind motions arise wandering minds. From wandering minds arise actions. And from actions arise karma. The repetition of karma gives rise to karmic habits. Due to the power of karmic habits, people can't control themselves, lack freedom, and feel compelled. So
what we're talking about now are things that you're doing automatically without any thought. You don't. We are basically like robots. When we are presented with a certain situation, we respond in a certain way. And so that is the all-pervasive suffering. Because we're so used to something, then that's what we do in an automated way. We can't control ourselves. And that is a kind of, that is truly lacking freedom. Freedom should mean you do what you want at that time. And it can be one way or the other. But because you're so habitually locked in, you haven't got that freedom anymore.
Yeah, sometimes we think we are doing something we like. We think that we are doing the choices for ourselves, but we don't. Because sometimes we think if we like something, we have the chance to do it. That's freedom. That's not. Because if we still feel like or dislike, and our actions are controlled by this kind of like or dislike, then that's not freedom.
No, you're being controlled by emotions, controlled by your habits.
Well, the second kind of suffering is the suffering of suffering. As the karmic force of our body and mind grows stronger, all pervasive suffering becomes more evident and intense. As all pervasive suffering intensifies and continues, compulsion turns into affliction. In our last meditation, we discussed the suffering of suffering.
Yeah, the suffering of suffering is probably a more stronger form of suffering.
Like diseases.
Yes, like diseases.
Like death.
Like death.
Yeah.
All of those.
Or like aging.
Can I read the last one?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is one of my favorite sufferings. well,
yeah, well, probably that's the favorite of everyone.
It's the one that I've sort of come to realize is it's so clear, it's so obvious, the suffering of change. Now, when faced with various types of suffering, we wish to remove or reduce them, like when you're hungry. While the suffering of suffering is temporarily removed or reduced, the Buddha referred to the change in feeling as the suffering of change. You're hungry, you eat, and you feel happy because your tummy's full. But the happiness depended on you not suffering. It depended on you not being hungry. Now, if happiness was a standalone thing, it wouldn't have to depend on other things not being there or actually being there even. It should be a standalone thing. So the suffering of change, let's say, well, it's for so many, for basically everything that I see in day-to-day life, the suffering of change is all pervasive. It's everywhere. You don't want, for me, the hunger is the easiest example. Can you think of any other easy examples?
Yeah, if you if you go to a massage place and you feel so satisfied after they massage you, but
Yes.
if you didn't suffer,
That's
you
right.
wouldn't feel satisfied.
That's
For
right.
example, if a child, a young born child, being massaged, they
Yes.
would feel hurt,
That's right.
painful.
And they usually cry
Yeah.
if they're massaged. But as a grown-up, you love it. And you like it because as we get older and we develop all these aches and pains, they are a form of suffering, the all-pervasive suffering. And it steps up to the suffering of suffering because it's there all the time. And then we desire happiness through the suffering of change, where we want the suffering to be gone. And so we walk out of this massage place feeling happy because we haven't got this pain. We don't feel the all-pervasive suffering at that point, but it will come back, it will return. But the thing is, why should our happiness depend on the reduction of suffering? Shouldn't it be just plain happiness, standalone? And there is actually a word, and I'll be bursting at the seams to say this.
Ease.
So, bliss.
Oh.
Bliss. Bliss is the state, it's like happiness, but it's different in such that it does not rely on the reduction of pain. It doesn't rely on the reduction of any other forms of suffering. Bliss is pure happiness. And the Bible talks about bliss as well. And this is how I have a connection with that. I can really relate to that. Okay, so that's been the recap. And the suffering of change, we've given a brief explanation. I think there's a video coming up explaining. Three, the suffering of change. When faced with various types of suffering, human beings wish to remove or reduce them. While the suffering of suffering is temporarily removed or reduced, the Buddha referred to the change in feeling as the suffering of change. If this change in feeling stops, the suffering of change also disappears. Due to ignorance, sentient beings regard the suffering of change as happiness. When we are sick, the physical suffering of illness arises continuously and may even intensify without relief. At the same time, there may be various psychological sufferings such as inattention, fear of death, worry about work, concern for family, and distress over financial matters. When the condition improves, the physical pain of illness is removed or reduced, and the various psychological sufferings are also removed or reduced. Sentient beings crave this change in feeling, the suffering of change, and hope it will continue. However, in reality, this change in feeling cannot continue forever. Therefore, the suffering of change is fleeting. Desire will cause our hearts to burn. When desire intensifies through repetition, the suffering of not getting what one wants will grow. The yin and yang in the body will lose balance, leading to a suboptimal health status where both the body and mind are unwell. The suffering of not getting what one wants can give rise to the suffering of encountering what one dislikes. To temporarily remove or reduce these sufferings caused by greed, anger, and ignorance, driven by karma, we engage in many unwholesome actions such as killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, and lying. These negative actions give rise to the sufferings of birth, aging, illness, and death, and increase the suffering of not getting what one wants and the suffering of encountering what one dislikes. This creates a vicious cycle. From the above, we can see the relationship between the three types of suffering and afflictions. Let's explain with some examples. Hunger is the suffering of suffering. When we are extremely hungry, it is 100% hunger. When we start eating from a state of 100% hunger, the suffering of change we experience is the greatest. Then the suffering of hunger decreases from 100% to 90%, 80%, and 70%. When you reach a point of being only 40% hungry after eating, until you are about 60% full, the suffering of hunger becomes subtle. However, we still have an appetite and desire to continue eating. Ordinary beings mistakenly perceive this entire process of changing feelings as happiness, pronounced as kuai le in Chinese. Kuai means fleeting and le means alleviation. Hence, it is called kuai le, happiness. In reality, it is the alleviation or temporary removal of the suffering of hunger, which is the suffering of change. By contemplating in this way, when experiencing the suffering of change, and all-pervasive suffering, we should seek to eliminate afflictions such as greed, anger, ignorance, doubt, and arrogance. We have concluded the explanation of the three types of suffering. Later, we can study how to eliminate greed, anger, and ignorance. We will cover this topic in our next lesson. Cool. So there we have it.
Yeah. Oh, that is so true.
Absolutely.
But we never really see through it.
No, we
see through happiness, and we want more happiness.
More happiness, which really means
more desire.
More desire.
And more suffering.
The more you have, the more you want.
Yeah.
And that's the cycle.
And it's, yeah.
And the pressures of today, financial pressures, people wondering how they're going to pay their mortgages, feed their family. It's putting a great burden on our lives, but that should not affect your happiness. If let's say you are very, you had no money or very little money, and then you win a jackpot, $1 million US, you'll be happy, right? You'll be happy. But everything is fleeting, the money will be gone. How is it that something physical can provoke an internal emotion? Internal emotions are generally from within, aren't they? So here, what we are doing is you are suffering because you had you had hardships financially, and then you reduce that or eliminate that suffering from this jackpot win that you got. That's a suffering of change. It's another form of suffering, and suffering of change is fleeting.
Yeah, the most important is when we got this happiness, this suffering of change, we want more, and it grows this karmic habit. It will
Yes.
lead us to a dead end.
Yeah.
We thought that we could just, stop it right away. No, we can't.
No, that's right. So why not embrace the suffering of change? The joy of relief, the comfort of familiarity, and the stability we seek, they are all fleeting.
We often mistake the alleviation of suffering as true happiness. But in reality, this cycle fuels attachment and dissatisfaction.
And through guided meditation, we will observe how our desires and expectations shape our experience, learning to navigate change with mindfulness, acceptance, and inner balance.
Countless sentient beings, driven by the instinct of self-love, all seek happiness and avoid suffering. Even the ants, which seem insignificant in our eyes, also seek happiness every day. However, most sentient beings don't understand the law and root of suffering and happiness. Thus, they cannot embark on the path of genuine happiness. They often go against the right path. They seek happiness, but don't sow the seeds of happiness. They wish to avoid suffering, but continuously create the causes of suffering. How can they be free from suffering and attain happiness in this way? In reality, happiness and suffering are rooted in our minds and the karma we create. Whenever we have kind thoughts, speak kind words, or help others, we feel happy. Whenever we have negative thoughts, say harsh words, or harm others, we feel unhappy and uncomfortable. This is common sense. When you are angry, you must feel uncomfortable. It happens within us in the here and now. However, the scope of suffering and happiness extends far beyond this. All feelings that please the mind are called happiness, and all feelings that displease the mind are called suffering. This includes feelings arising from external circumstances, the body, and the mind, occurring everywhere in the past, present, and future. Those who harbour a lot of resentment won't have fair skin. Anger is toxic. Therefore, if you have poor skin and don't look good, it may be an indication that you are prone to harbouring vexations, resentment, and anger, and you tend to complain. That's why it is said, good appearance and fair skin are the result of practicing patience. Being joyful in cultivating virtues is the result of practicing diligence. Being calm and mindful in speech and behaviour is the result of practicing concentration. Being insightful is the result of practicing wisdom. Moreover, having a clear and pleasant voice is the result of singing praises to the three jewels. Having a pure body and mind, free from illness and pain, is the result of practicing loving kindness. Please watch your mind carefully. How much time is your mind in a state of loving kindness, radiating loving light? If your mind is in a state of loving kindness, you should be aware of it. As soon as the slightest resentment or criticism arises in your mind, you will immediately become afflicted. When you dwell on others' faults, you may say, "I don't have afflictions. I just noticed someone's faults." In reality, you are caught up in afflictions. Once you see someone's faults and feel dissatisfied, you already generate an aversion. That is an affliction, a negative state of mind, not a positive one. All karmic causes and results arise from the mind and are closely related to the intention. Don't simply think, "just do virtuous deeds." The definition of virtue matters a great deal. Furthermore, there are many levels of virtue, and different levels of virtue will bring about different karmic results.
Well, it's quite deep.
Yeah, it is.
But it all starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind. And to get things started in your mind, you need to have the understanding. And you get the understanding through contemplation. And you contemplate during meditation. This is when you push out all these conflicting ideas, the confusing noise that's around us. And we just listen to the universe. And we seek the truth. And we always try and self-improve. Okay, I think the meditation, it might be the next one. Do you want to add anything before we move on? It's pretty much no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So everyone, prepare yourself. You can either cross your legs or you can just sit in a chair, but have your back straight, also relaxed. You can cross your hands like this and put them on your legs. How do you say?
in your lap.
On your lap. Yeah. And take off your glasses. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Gently rub your hands and warm up your hands. And put them over your eyes. And then you can gently pat your head. Or you can pat your arms, your legs. And then you can slowly open your eyes.
Ah. So how was your meditation?
Well, sorry for the low volume. Next time we'll make it louder.
I don't know why it's not very loud.
Well, next time I'll find out. And so, how's your meditation?
That's good.
Good.
Always good. Ending blessings.
The key factors that determine an individual's spiritual energy level are their social motives and state of mind.
Let's create a world filled with peace and happiness together.
May all beings
always possess happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings always be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings always have the joy of no suffering and feel contentment in their hearts. May all beings be free from greed and anger and abide in equanimity and altruism. Where we lose it when we go to the next page.
Yeah.
Monthly meditation sessions like today. Spooky2 virtual meditation found round 7.
Yeah. If you would love to attend more, you can
Tune in.
Yeah. I mean, do you think we should do twice a month?
I think the people tolerate us. Once a month is okay. It
Okay.
might be beyond their level of tolerance to have more.
Okay.
Okay. We have additional resources. The Spooky2 Meditation Facebook group. The link is just below that.
And embarking on the path of inner peace website, lightandwisdom.com.
It's a wonderful website there.
You can also join our virtual meditation challenge.
That was my line.
Sorry.
Well, you could read the next line.
Okay.
You can read the link.
Yeah, join our virtual meditation challenge and you can get spooky 2 points.
And we have an online meditation with myself and beautiful Echo. Episode 7, we haven't decided on a date yet.
No, episode 18.
What did I say?
You said episode 7.
Yeah, lucky 7. That's your number. Okay, episode 18. Okay, we'll stick to the script. Episode 18, sorry. And the date is to be determined. So why did I say 7?
Probably didn't see because of your eyesight, you know.
No, I think it's because lucky 7 with you and you talk about 7, 7,
okay,
7 this. Okay. And there we have it. Wow, it's hot.
We've got some messages.
We have got some messages. Twice a month. Oh, Tom, whose side are you on? Okay, now I'm not sure. Was the audio loud enough? It might be just the loudspeaker.
Yeah, was it loud enough for you to hear? Oh, there are messages here. Chat. I mean, not chat.
Q&A, there's one. Okay, audio is fine, so it must be just this loudspeaker.
Oh, okay.
Which is possible.
Oh, that's good to know.
Gosh, why are you looking so fair and I'm looking so dark?
Because I'm more beautiful. Because I've run collagen and the glowing program from, and also endocrine program from Aha Halo.
And can you believe it? She took my halo. I haven't got a halo now.
Well,
but
I shared with you at night because I use brainwave program for my sleep.
Yeah, and I'm incidental because I'm just in the field. And we've got one Q&A from an anonymous attendee. He or she who goes by no name, and they're really talking about how.
Yeah, see, Ellen said that you were supposed to take it back to the office. Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did take it back to the office because I carry it with me, and then it went. It's true. I lost it. I'll get another one. Can I get another one today? Maybe. We'll see.
Or you can talk with them.
Yeah. They always say, they don't like. They don't.
I can't approve it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now this person who was asking a question in the Q&A will keep it general, but they're being overcome with a major health challenge. And they're just wondering how they can help themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally with emotional suffering without spiraling down. Well, there's no quick answer. The understanding of what disease is and even why you have disease is quite profound. And what sort of reading would you recommend? Because it's too much for me to cover now. The Light and Wisdom website, it's too much which won't be applicable.
Well, we can send some videos.
Okay.
Video links.
Okay.
We can send some video links to you. And also it's very important, use the method that you think that can help you, frequency healing or, any other treatment methods. But it's also very important to put yourself into the environment that can lift you up among the people who can lift you up.
Yes.
Those people who are higher energy,
Yes.
It's very important. And join more sessions like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the physical side, you can do the things that we talk about in other channels, like our new Aha Halo and other things. But emotionally, surround yourself with people that are higher than you and can lift you up.
Yeah.
And can, yeah.
As John said, that the understanding of the disease is very important. So we will send you some links.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot in disease. It's not just a physical thing, as you're realizing. And please be strong. People love you, and people want to help.
Oh, we do have healing booklet. Do you remember the spiritual healing booklet? We can send to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the content.
But we need to have a name rather than anonymous attendee.
Yeah, do you have like your email address? If you can give us your email address, we can send the content to you, or we can, yeah.
Maybe they don't want to be known, but if you can contact our customer
Spooky2 support@spooky2-more.com.
If you say that you were the anonymous attendee and you want to send a message to Echo, just say that, and the message will get to her, and that way you can keep your anonymity, if there's such a word, and we can get the ball rolling and help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed. Oh, we don't see the Q&A question.
Yeah,
oh, maybe.
right.
Oh, right.
Right.
So you can give your email here. Good point. Ellen just said that they can't see the Q&A. So
that's right.
So just give your email
she
here.
has already given the email. Yeah, that's right. Because the
Oh,
is hidden from the public.
but that's
chat.
the email there, is it?
Yeah, we've got.
Oh,
we
okay,
got it.
okay, got it.
Thank you.
Okay, well
We'll look after you.
we'll throw out a lifeline to you.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about disease again. Again, it's in the physical sense. The focus of the meditation is really on the learning side, but with a disease relapsing, you've got to again understand what disease is, and this is where. Well, I'll give a brief explanation of where the seed of disease. The seed of disease usually doesn't come in our lifetime. If it did, you wouldn't have newborns with physical disabilities or stillborns. The disease is like a debt that you owe, and it's being repaid. But you can repay debts other ways as well, and you can repay them through forgiveness.
Yeah. And the Hawaii
Yes.
healing method is a very good way.
On the physical sense, I think. Well, you're right before.
It's not just.
Also, say,
it's not
I'm
just a
sorry.
physical
Please
sense.
forgive me.
Thank you. I love you.
So, if you have got a serious health condition and you want to address it, you can just say those 4 sentences over and over again until you fall asleep. That's the Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian blessing. And it is, as Majita says, very powerful.
Yeah, it is very powerful. The first time I practiced it, I realized that my father was made by me. I mean, the father I see in my eyes was, created by myself.
So if the disease is relapsing, it means that the debt has not been repaid. And you've got to again ask for forgiveness for things that you have done in the past that invoked the disease, that planted that seed of karma that is ripened in this lifetime.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. Well, I say thank you, I love you, but it's the other variations. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway, there we have it. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to tune out, start working today. Say hi to everyone. Please keep on passing the love forwards and never underestimate the power of a hug, the power of love. And consider what we've been teaching today with the forms of suffering. Understand that suffering comes from out. It doesn't come from within. And you can have all the...
Well, actually, suffering also comes from within.
We can feel the suffering from within.
No, it's not.
It's good that we agree on this one.
Suffering comes from pursuit of the out.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
But the seed is from within.
So if you focus on the causes of suffering and come to realize that you can live a life without cravings, you can become a superhuman, a super person. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can hurt you. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Love you all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.